Hey James, sorry if this video is incoherent. I haven't slept in a while, but you know what? I don't even remember which video I'm responding to, so I guess this won't be a response video. But you mentioned in the video that you speak of God's foreknowledge, and then you say, well, in God's evil, He's intending man to fall. This isn't foreknowledge. Isn't predestination. I know Irenaeus uses that. I think he does. Yeah, I think he does. Um, and read by the Orthodox, foreknowledge is not predestination. We would say, uh, yeah, Adam and Eve, the allegory, the parable, whatever you want to call it, of Adam and Eve were um, fully human or whatever, physical, and that uh, shoot, and that had they not sinned, or whatever they did, eat the magical apple, talking snake, that they would have not. They're giving a false substitution that they're not going to become like gods. That they did enter into immortality. Where does it say that the second you eat the apple you'll drop dead? The idea, the Gnostic conclusion of, oh, since they didn't drop dead that second, they didn't inherit any mortality. That it was just, oh well. And then there's God taking away the gift of the tree of life. Well, no, that's right. The tree of life was their access to God, to immortality. The gift of tree of knowledge. Hold on, now I'm screwed up. Sorry, too much sleep. Anyway, that's not even the point that I want to get onto. The point is foreknowledge. Is that Christ saw, or God saw that and knew Christ was going to have to die. He didn't have to. The original plan was Christ would become incarnate, uh, bringing deification to all mankind, and mankind would evolve or progress into God. The point of orthodoxy is God became man so that man may become God. It's becoming God, theosis, not in the Mormon sense where you're going to be caught up one with the Trinity and you'll be the fourth member of the Trinity, but that God stands outside of space and time, and that the essence and energies um, penetrate through everything. We will be in Roman Catholic Church, I think, says ever expanding tapestry of light. They don't believe in a physical kingdom of heaven. Maybe their modern catechism does to reconcile Protestant ideas, but medieval Catholicism did not believe that. The modern catechism, yeah, it kind of takes a stance on, it kind of takes a more orthodox wording of everything, but the medieval uh, Catholics did believe you're guilty. Unbaptized babies are dead in hell, in the highest form of hell, which is limbo, which they later on explain as an eternal earthly paradise. I don't know. I've never been there. Um, oh yeah, the foreknowledge, that yeah, God is all seeing and all knowing. He allowed He allowed all this to unfold. Philosophers would say because it's the greatest possible of all universes for beauty to exist, all this pain and stuff has to exist. But God is totally outside of space and time. That's why when you talk about Jesus, well, he was before, who came, he was before, but he was outside. All of it's the same. It's when you start talking about cosmology, the same thing happens because when you talk about outside of the universe, you're talking about standing at the beginning and the end. That's why people talk about the fall of the angels. Uh, they're If people say, "Oh, well, they fell once and they're eternally in hell," no, they stand outside of time, so their one choice is stretched out all over eternity. At any point they could turn back, but if any point they turned back, they're outside of time, so they're in our view, they're still in heaven. It's like you're standing outside the house and you can run back in at any point, but somebody's already watched the full videotape of you standing out there till the day you die, and oh, you didn't run back. Anytime you would run back in the house, they'd be like, all right, click. Which then again, you'd get into the point of who can see all of eternity, blah blah blah. Did the angels fall? Probably not. It was talking about an Assyrian king. Da, 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 da. So the foreknowledge is not it's not some kind of double predestination or God like ah ha ha ha. I mean, he gives us free will. I totally don't understand how you can read the Old Testament and think that there are layer upon layer of multiple gods and there. Uh, the I mean, it's pretty clear that the Jews only. I mean, that the Jews only believed in this one God, and that was God. Jesus keeps quoting the prophets, and the prophets keep talking about this one God. So it's one God. There's not a different evil God that was in there somewhere. Uh, Unless you're a Mormon and you do the Jehovah Yahwehist thing, saying that they're two separate gods, that are Father and Son, but both have physical bodies. But yeah, Jesus Christ, there was a point the Son existed, and for all eternity the Son was with God and never in flesh. The point of the incarnation is that he took flesh. That's the importance of the virgin birth. God became man, united his nature with ours, one. The hypostatic union. Two wills, two distinct natures. I know you're going to take that as very Gnostic. The difference between the Monophysites is they say one will. Again, you'll begin to notice why Cyril of Alexandria becomes very important. Uh, the guy you hate the most. Um, God, what was I going to say? I forgot. All right, that's enough with this video, this incoherent video. Peace to you. It's great talking to you this last 10 hours that we've been talking.